Hello. Namaste students, welcome to RSV Group of Schools YouTube channel. I am Umesh Bharadwaj, your science teacher, and today in this video I will teach you chapter 1st, crop production and management from class 8 science. This is the part 1 of this chapter. In this video we will talk about crops, types of crops, examples of different types of crops and various agricultural practices in detail. So let's start with the discussion of word crop. What is meant by a crop? A crop means plants of same kind which are grown and cultivated at one place. Plants of same type means in a large area you can see only wheat. So that is called a wheat field, means the wheat crop. Similarly, in a large area if some vegetables or fruits are grown, that is also called crop. So crop means plants of same type which are grown in a large area where they are grown and cultivated. This is what we call crops. Crops can be broadly classified into two categories, two types, kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif crops are actually rainy season crops which are grown from June to September, because the rainy season in India begins from June and ends till the September. So paddy, maize, paddy means rice, maize, soyabean, groundnut, cotton, these all are kharif crops which are grown in rainy season. On the other hand, we have rabi crops. Rabi crops are winter season crops. Winter season in India ranges from October to March. In this period, wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed, etc. are grown. So they are winter season crops or rabi crops. Now, to grow the crops in the field, the farmer has to adopt various agricultural practices. What are these agricultural practices? Let's start. These are agricultural practices: preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, adding manures and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, threshing and storage. These all agricultural practices are adopted in sequence, one after another, for successful harvesting of crops. Now we will start with the discussion of each of these practices one by one in detail. So let's start with the preparation of soil. This is the first and the basic step in the agricultural work, that is preparation of soil. Preparation of soils means loosening of soil. Loosening of soil brings the fertile soil at the top, and you know that the top fertile soil is rich in humus, microorganisms, earthworms, which are friends of farmers. They degrade the dead organic matter, increase the soil texture, water holding capacity and make the soil fertile. So this is included in the preparation of soil, and this is done by tilling or plowing. This is carried out by using various agricultural implements like plow, hoe, etc. After loosening of soil, the next step is sowing of seeds. Sowing of seeds is done by the process of broadcasting, in which handsful of seeds is spreaded in the fields, or it is done by a machine called seed drill. But before sowing of seeds, it is necessary to check the quality of seeds. So farmer put the seeds in water. The seeds which float in the water are hollow seeds. They are of bad quality. They are removed. The seeds which are sinking in the water are good quality seeds. Only good quality seeds should be selected for broadcasting and seed drill. Sowing of seed at the proper depth is also very important, because if the seeds are buried deeply inside the ground, then they will not germinate. And if they are lying on the surface, then the birds will eat them and fly away. And after the sowing of seeds, the next step in agricultural practices is adding manures and fertilizers. Now what are manures and fertilizers and what is the purpose of adding them? Manures are organic substances which are prepared in the fields by the decomposition of dead remains of plants, cow dung, etc. It is rich in different types of nutrients. Fertilizers, on the other hand, are the chemical substances which are prepared in the factories. They are rich in particular type of nutrient. Both manures and fertilizers are added to the fields to increase the fertility of soil, to enrich the soil with different types of nutrients. But from environmental point of view, it is safe to use manures because they are organic compounds which do not harm the soil fertility, which do not harm the soil microorganisms. But fertilizers are chemical substances, and excess use of fertilizers not only kill the soil microorganisms, friendly microorganisms, but also pollute the soil and the nearby water bodies. So it is recommended to make use of manures and biological techniques to enrich the fertility of soil. Next step in this is irrigation. When the seeds germinate, the soils penetrate deep into the water, deep into the soil, because we have loosened the soil in the previous steps. Now irrigation is necessary. Irrigation means method of supplying water to the crop plants. Water is necessary for the germination of seeds. The hard seed coat absorbs water from the soil, swells up, and then the embryo inside the seeds begin to grow in size, and that is called germination. For this we need to supply water. This process is called irrigation. Irrigation can be done by various techniques. Some traditional methods of irrigation are also prevailing in many parts of India, like Rahat, Bhetki, Mott. But modern agricultural practices involve use of wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, river lift system or dams. And the irrigation can be done using systems like sprinkler systems, in which a sprinkler spread the water in the fields, drip irrigation system where water enters into the field drop by drop. Drip irrigation system is commonly used in those areas where there is deficiency of water. Otherwise we can go for a sprinkler system. After supplying water to the crop fields, the next step is the protection from the weeds. What are weeds? Let me tell you. Weeds are unwanted plants that grow along with our crop plants, and they compete with the crop plants for the same type of nutrients, for sunlight, for water, and due to this competition sometimes the crop suffers a lot. So it is necessary to remove the weeds from the crop field time to time. Weeds can be removed by the use of chemical substances like weedicide, or they can also be uprooted, but uprooting is best method to remove the weeds from the crop plant. Protection. After protecting from the weeds, when the crops are mature, it is necessary to cut the crops from the field, and this process of cutting of mature crops from the crop fields is called harvesting. And harvesting is done by using instrument called sickle, which is sickle shaped. Sickle shaped means, I would tell you, sickle means this type of shape. So this instrument is used for cutting of mature crops from the fields. There are various festivals in India which are associated with the cutting of mature crops. Now next step comes is threshing. Threshing is the process of separating chaff from the grains. Nowadays threshing, harvesting is done by modern agricultural equipments which are called combiner, thresher, harvesters. After cutting of crops and separating grains from the chaff, now it's the time to store these grains. The storage of grains is done in various equipments which are called silos or granaries, but they should be disinfected first and then they are stored in godowns. And you also have to protect them from biotic and abiotic factors, because moisture, high temperature, rainfall, humidity and other biotic factors like insects, rodents, they also damage the grains. So to protect the grains from these factors, we have to take care while storing them in silos, granaries or godowns. So in this, what we have studied various agricultural practices. In the next video, we will study about the food which we get from animals and the various techniques of obtaining and preserving food. That's all about this video. Thank you.